I'm Lori and I love books. And today, it isn't a tea, it's a very nearly tea from the Winnie the Pooh cookbook. And it's made with parsley, honey, and lemon. And so, it's Italian parsley that I used. I'm mostly tasting the lemon now that I added the lemon, but before I added the lemon and honey, I did taste it and it kind of reminded me of chives or some other type of spicy green vegetable. So I do like it. It's very different. I might try to drink a cup that's just the parsley and no honey or lemon, just to like really get a sense of whether I like it or not. So today is part 5 of the Winnie the Pooh series deep dive, and it's the conclusion. So the first books I'm going to go over are the Winnie the Pooh inspired spiritual books, and so the first two are by Benjamin Hoff, and it's the Tao of Pooh and the Day of Piglet. The first book I really loved. I gave it 4 stars. These were both rereads. I had read them about 20 years ago. So I always really liked the first one. I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. I think it's a perfect balance of Winnie the Pooh from the A.A. Milne stories and Benjamin Hoff's adding a little bit to their characters as well in this book by having them help him write this book. And then Benjamin Hoff's take on Taoism and Buddhism and Eastern philosophies. And then the third part is quotes from books of Eastern philosophies from like masters in the past. And so I thought it was very well balanced. I found it very enjoyable, giggled at a couple parts, felt that the way he treated the characters was very nice. So I really like this. This book, unfortunately, I didn't like very much at all. I haven't reviewed it on Goodreads yet because I just finished reading it, but I would probably give it 2 stars out of 5. Benjamin Hoff just kind of goes on these tirades of things that are very negative. He kind of treats Eeyore like the villain, and it's like, Eeyore's not the villain. He's kind of a sad character, and Piglet at the end does kind of say, hey, you know, cut it out. You're not being very nice to Eeyore, and you should be, but it's kind of a little too late. And then at one point he's also kind of saying that the Tigger is the archetype of these Tigger characters or humans in real life, and it's like, but those are grown-ups and Tigger's not a grown-up. I mean, I always got the impression he was somewhere between probably 9 and 12 years old. He's a child character, so complaining about a child character being impulsive is not, it's like saying a child is a child. And I will never be okay with somebody putting down a child. And I don't know if maybe that just was always my take and not everybody's take, that Tigger was a child, but I do think other people saw that. Oh, the kitty's chasing things. So I wanted to really love this because I am a big fan of Piglet, even though Tigger's ultimate favorite, Piglet's second favorite. So, and there's the kitty, that's Duchess, and she's off. So, it was very disappointing. I think it just really needed to be edited and take a lot of the negative stuff out and just kind of focus on some of the positive aspects that Eastern philosophies can teach us. So there were some things I liked, but not a lot. Oh, now she's getting a plastic bag. So the next book is A Walk in the Wood. She's been quiet this whole morning, by the way. Sleeping, nodding. She just cannot be okay with me filming. So this next book is A Walk in the Wood, Meditations on Mindfulness with a Bear Named Pooh by Dr. Joseph Parent and Nancy Parent. And would you stop? I might have to get her to stop. And I give this 3 stars because even though I don't think it was a very good Winnie the Pooh book, I do think it was a very good book on mindfulness. So if you're looking for a book on mindfulness, I think this is a good one. I just think that the characters were a little off. They have Winnie the Pooh teaching everybody in the 100-Acre Woods about mindfulness, and it's like, where did Winnie the Pooh learn this? And Winnie the Pooh's a bear of very simple ways, and so I think he would have been more like just oh bother, instead of they're having Winnie the Pooh give these like long sentences, and it's like I think he would just say oh bother and move on. I don't think he'd be very elaborate with what he's saying. So but a good book on mindfulness. So then I have to look at my notes real fast. Okay, so there were 12 of these books according to Wikipedia, but I only found 6, and I might look out for the other 6 or not. These are from Disney's Wonderful World of Reading, and they're different short stories based on the books. The first one is How to Catch a Heffalump, Present for a Piglet, which is a Christmas one, Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, the Tigger movie, and Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. And these are very much just taken from the movie and put in book form. So if you love the movie, if you want a book form of what you've seen in the different movies of Disney, then this is a good collection. But I don't think it really added much of anything to any of the stories. But if you are a big, huge fan of Winnie the Pooh, I do recommend it. So then, this book I just found, and I don't really plan on reading it cover to cover. I just really liked flipping through it and looking at the different things and having it more for a resource book. And this is The Brilliant Career of Winnie the Pooh, the story of A.A. Milne and his writing for children by Anne Thwaite. I think that's how to pronounce it. I'm not positive. And one of the things I really liked is that she points out that there are 2 creators for Winnie the Pooh, A.A. Milne and E.H. Shepard, the illustrator. It also, at one point near the back, has letters from A.A. Milne's niece about how A.A. Milne helped to create the Winnie the Pooh movie, Winnie the Pooh and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is the movie. So it was, I think, a really good resource book, and so I think I will enjoy this. The one book I wasn't able to find is the autobiography by A.A. Milne called, I believe, Now We Are Very, Very Old. So if I find that book, I might read both of them and give a little bonus, Winnie the Pooh. But I don't know how easy it is to find that book. So then, the last books I have were on like little quotes and sayings, which I love books like that. So the first one is was put out with the Christopher Robin movie, and it's called Disney Christopher Robin, The Little Book of Poohisms, with help from Piglet, Eeyore, Rabbit, Owl, and Tigger 2. And so it's quotes from, sorry about the reflection, quotes from the movie, and then it also looked like some of the quotes were from the books by A.A. Milne. But they might have all been from the movie. I didn't really, I didn't read this book right after watching the movie, and I didn't have the copy of the movie to kind of go back and forth. But I really enjoyed this. The illustrations are of Christopher Robin as an adult, but the characters of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and all of them are more similar to the cartoon Disney films. And then the last book is The Little Things in Life, Simple Reflections from the 100-Acre Wood, words by Catherine Hapka and pictures by Mike Wall. So I really liked this book. It was very simple illustrations and very simple quotes. So there's like a big quote and then a little like follow-up quote, and I kind of like the softer illustrations, the softer colors, the softer lines. It makes it feel more like art than a cartoon. So I really enjoyed that book, and this was 4 stars, and Christopher Robin was also 4 stars. So in conclusion, I watched and ranked 10 of the movies or television shows based on Winnie the Pooh. I went through my Disney records and music collection, including Tigger, showing how he's a music box as well. I made 3 of the recipes from there were 3 cookbooks, but 2 of them were the same, just with a different title. And I read and talked about 24 books. So I think this was a huge deep dive into Winnie the Pooh, and I hope you enjoyed it. I do have the next series planned, so I will be starting to read those. If you have any comments about Winnie the Pooh or series you want me to do a deep dive on, let me know in the comments below. And like and subscribe if you're into that. And until next time, I hope you have a lovely time reading. Bye!